A Mexican citizen is awaiting trial in Montgomery County accused of 5 murders in Kansas and Missouri.
Federal officials now admit Pablo Serrano-Vitorino should not have been in the United States at all, having been deported 12 years ago. In a KRCG 13 investigation, Garrett Bergquist tonight examines how this murder suspect slipped through the cracks.
March 7th, 2016. 2 men are found dead of gunshot wounds at a home in Kansas City, Kansas. 2 more die of their wounds after police arrive. Police begin searching for the murder suspect, Pablo Serrano-Vitorino. Hours later, his pickup truck is found abandoned along Interstate 70 in Montgomery County, Missouri. Then police learn a 5th man, New Florence resident Randy Nordman, has been shot dead. Finally, in the early morning hours of March 9th, Serrano-Vitorino surrenders to police. Then new information in the case emerges. Serrano-Vitorino was in the United States illegally.
U.S. immigration confirms he is an illegal immigrant from Mexico.
Serrano-Vitorino is a Mexican national. Immigration and Customs Enforcement says he first entered the United States unlawfully in 1993. 5 years later, he had his first brush with the law. He pleaded guilty in Los Angeles County Court to fighting in public. Then in 2003, California court records show he was charged with pointing a rifle at his wife and children. He pleaded no contest. On April 5, 2004, Serrano-Vitorino was sent back to Mexico. Then, at some point prior to 2014, he slipped back into the United States. Missouri Congressman Blaine Luetkemeyer is demanding answers from immigration officials.
This was a total meltdown of the system. There was total incompetence, mismanagement in 2 or 3 different levels, and it can't happen again. We cannot endanger our citizens by having individuals who are known criminals, who have re-entered this country, who we then catch and turn loose.
Congressman Luetkemeyer and Kansas Congressman Kevin Yoder held a conference call with ICE officials shortly after the murders. Under the Priority Enforcement Program, aliens who pose a threat to national security or public safety get first priority for removal. Congressman Luetkemeyer says immigration officials had classified Serrano-Vitorino as Priority 1.
And their comment back is, well, we didn't have enough money, don't have enough manpower to do this, which rings very hollow from the standpoint that we gave them more money to be able to do these sort of things. And if they have a system in place, which they do, that prioritizes who they should be going after, and this individual is a priority 1, which they acknowledged. He is a priority 1.
Serrano-Vitorino had 3 brushes with the law in the 16 months leading up to the murders. On November 1st, 2014, he was arrested for drunk driving in Coffee County, Kansas. Police sent ICE his fingerprints, but he was released before ICE could take action. Serrano-Vitorino was convicted later that month, but ICE says it was never notified. In June of 2015, he was booked in Wyandotte County on a misdemeanor domestic battery charge. The Kansas City, Kansas Police Department and the Wyandotte County District Attorney declined to comment on this story. ICE turned down multiple requests for an on-camera interview. But Lieutenant Kelly Bailiff of the Wyandotte County Sheriff's Department explained how the immigration query process works.
Anyone that is booked into the Wyandotte County Jail, one of the questions that's asked by the booking officers, where are you born? If they say that they're born anywhere outside the United States, then that information is sent to ICE.
Authorities send the suspect's name, date of birth, and charges, along with any identifying information.
They have the option of not responding if they're not interested in speaking about this person. They can call and ask more questions. They can say, hey, we're immediately coming down, we want to interview this person.
The Wyandotte County Sheriff's Department sent ICE an overnight query about him. ICE didn't respond during the jail's 6-hour hold period, and Serrano-Vitorino was released. Then on September 14th, Serrano-Vitorino was booked in Overland Park for traffic violations. Authorities fingerprinted him. That triggered an ICE order to have him detained. But ICE says the order went to the Johnson County Sheriff's Office instead of the Overland Park Municipal Court. Serrano-Vitorino paid a $146 fine and was never formally taken into custody.
Why did you not go back and spend the time to investigate and coordinate an investigation with the local officials to find this guy. They shrugged their shoulders and say, we dropped the ball. Well, that's not good enough when you have 5 people that are dead.
Lieutenant Bailiff says Serrano-Vitorino did not give his full name when Wyandotte County deputies arrested him. That might have helped him avoid scrutiny from immigration officials.
We only can send the information that the person is giving us, and believe me, when a lot of people are booked in, they don't always tell the truth. So the person on the other end is only receiving the information that we're sending.
Congressman Luke Kameyer says ICE leadership is not following the agency's protocols for dealing with Priority 1 cases. He says he'll keep looking for ways to prevent similar problems in the future.
If you're going to have a system in place where you prioritize individuals you're supposed to be deporting and you're not following through, then you're not doing your job. And that, to me, is an administrative problem that is allowing a culture of ambivalence to continue to fester there.
Serrano-Vitorino is awaiting trial in Montgomery County for first-degree murder. He also faces 4 counts of first-degree murder in Wyandotte County, Kansas. Reporting for KRCG 13, I'm Garrett Bergquist.
To be clear, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement turned down multiple requests for an on-camera interview for this story. A trial date for Serrano-Vitorino has not yet been set. Missouri prosecutors are considering seeking the death penalty.